You are still alive. Most people are so ungrateful to be alive. But not you. Not anymore.
Hey guys, how are you? I hope you all are doing well and enjoying the Halloween series so far. If you haven't watched my last video, then go check it out. Okay, back to this video. We are just starting off with a cheap mask I got off of Amazon, and I'm just going to start sketching the basic features because it always helps with the placement. I'm using multiple reference pictures. I'm just using a thicker marker to outline everything again. Now we are going to use aluminum foil and shape it to fit those outlines using a reference picture, of course. And yeah, we are using aluminum foil to lighten the weight, because if we are just gonna use the polymer, the mask will be very heavy. Even though I used aluminum foil, the mask was very happy. In fact, it is very happy. What the? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I haven't slept. You get the point. It would just make the mask light. And yeah, now we're just gonna use hot glue and shape those things onto the mask. I'm hearing the clip again, and I just said shape instead of stick. I need sleep, guys. Now moving on to sculpting, molding. I'm using Fevicryl Molded. It is an epoxy resin, and as I had advised in the earlier video, please mix only small parts at one time, otherwise it will harden if you don't use it up within time. Keep that in mind if you are using this. Also, you can use polymer clay or air dry clay, whatever medium you are most comfortable with. Try to keep the polymer layer as thin as possible because we want the mask to be light and weight. If it's too heavy, it is very difficult to wear. It puts some major strain on your neck. And also for smoothing out the surfaces, I'm using paint brushes and the palm of my hair. Also, hair? Okay, I'm really sleepy. My palms. Just to flatten out any bumps on the surface, and I'm also using some water to smoothen out everything, because with epoxy resin apparently water helps to smoothen out and it will also give it a glossy finish. So yeah, you may use some equivalent if you are using polymer clay. I'm not sure. This is how it looks after drying. Now, because it is a mask and Billy is bald, we have to extend the whole thing backwards. So what I've done is I've cut OHP sheet or acrylic sheet into small pieces, and I've attached it along the jaw and just extended the whole thing, and I've stuck it to the inside of the mask, not the outside of the mask, with a silicone based glue. And what I'm doing here is I'm filling up any space between the upper portion of the mask and the OHP sheet. As you can see, I'll just add the resin all over the OHP sheet and be right back. This is how the mask looks like after everything. Now it's time to paint. I'm just using white acrylic paint. I'll give 2 washes of it. For the red, I'm just mixing a little bit of blue in primary red to give it that dark red color. And yeah, first just sketch out the whole thing with paint very lightly with very thin stripes, and then go on to make it thicker. and go step by step. Make sure both of the cheeks look symmetrical. I also forgot to mention that I actually cut out the holes in the mask using a soldering iron, the one you use to solder things. Okay, that helps, Shikha. Very nice. Anyway, okay, it's called a soldering iron. You can also use a cutter. Do that only after the mask dries up, of course. And I also cut off the chin later using the same thing. So yeah, I just forgot to tell you earlier. Keep that in mind. I also forgot to tell you something else. Before painting, if you think the surface is too bumpy, you can sand the whole thing. Yeah, so that's that. I've just attached pieces of red chart paper. Now I'm using work lights I just found randomly, and they have a switch in the center. I'm taping that to the mask now. I removed the handles and taped it directly, and then I switched on the lights. You can press through the chart paper, and I just painted the white of the eye and the pupil black. I cannot see through this mask, alright? So it's apt for any decoration, or if you want to just place it on a Muppet body. If you are actually planning to wear this outside, then just paint the white of the eye black and just cut a hole through the pupil, and you will be able to see through the mask. If you want the iris to light up, I don't know if it works, but the theory sounds alright. Just hear me out. You can use a hemispherical thing. It should be transparent, red cellophane paper to the top so it becomes red, and you can have an LED along the circumference. If there is a hole in the center or the hemisphere is transparent, that is also okay. You will be able to see through it. Yeah, I think that would work. If you do this, then please send me pictures of those. We want a character to talk, so we are gonna make the chin piece separately using latex and cotton. Now to mark the width, I just use a white pencil and blue pencil, and now I'm just gonna lay some latex and cotton, and we're gonna make sure we coat that cotton with extra latex. We're just gonna form the base first, and then from there we get moving, and also make sure it is nicely anchored to the back of the chin too, just like that. Use enough latex and try to make it as straight and smooth as possible, and yeah, that's that. My parents have gone out. I was just about to open the door to a stranger. Luckily it wasn't the Amazon delivery person. Someone rang the bell by mistake. I actually answered the door. It was my aunt. I was talking to her with this on. Painted the whole thing white, added a red stripe, and painting the areas near the jaw and neck black. I'll be back with a costume change.
आंटी मिमिक कर रही है.
Did you just watch the whole video? What are you doing with your life? Well, anyway, do subscribe, hit the bell, and here are some videos that I think you might like, so go check them out.